Hello. I heard that you clicked on this video because you're in high school, you're my age, and you want some tips on how to get better at volleyball. Well, I'm here to tell you that. Here are some of my personal tips that I think can improve your gameplay as a high school volleyball player. I hope these tips help you improve your overall skill as a volleyball player and also your overall knowledge as a high school volleyball player. This is my first time making anything like this, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. It's different to my content and it's to number one. I'm assuming that you're already pretty decent at the game, but you just want to know more stuff to improve your skills or what other stuff to work on if your coach isn't giving you like clear instructions or whatever. And I think the first one is probably a really big one that high school people my age, I also need to work on this still, is communication. Because like communication in your team joins everyone together and you bring the vibe. Once everyone's talking and flowing together, you guys are like not jumbled up as much, or you're in a tournament and you're not as stressed because everyone's talking to each other, working as a team, exactly what it's supposed to be. And I know it's a lot easier said than done, but like if you have a group of your own friends in your own team, if you guys are talking, then the other people in your team will kind of join in on that thing. For example, let's say you have like 3 people that aren't the greatest at talking, but the other 3 are like really loud. If you have those 3, but they're also talking to the other 3 that aren't really the greatest at talking, then it brings them in as well, and then they can start, they start getting their confidence up, and then they start feeling like they're part of the team as well, instead of just like people that are there standing. This makes them feel more included as a team and makes them confident with themselves as in talking with you guys. And then that's how your whole team starts vibing and you just play so much better. All right, number 2. The number 2 is for the people that are on the shorter side. Anyway, and they're not really given the opportunity to show their full potential in the team. So for example, let's say you put yourself down as a hitter, but you're not getting set at all. And then when you're in the back, you have like crazy good passes and touches like that, which has happened to me before. So the coach or whoever's watching is like, this guy's a really good libero, but I don't know why he put himself down as a header. It's because I don't know why they do this a lot. A lot of coaches seem to just change you from the position you picked to this other one because you did better in their eyes, which I guess makes sense. But I think the way they should do it is that they should have the person that picked their spot actually practice in this spot for a bit, and if they don't do as good, then the coaches can move you down. And then that's like sidetracked. I'm just talking to the coaches at this point. What I was meaning to say for the short people is that if you get put as a libero, go hard as a libero. Practice. If you want to get good at volleyball, you have to know everything. And the more well-rounded you are, the more better of a person you are to have on a team. If you can do like everything pretty good, but you also have good passing, then you are definitely going to be a key pick for the team. When coaches and different clubs and stuff see that in you, and that you can pass, you can hit in this, they really want you on the team because you can do everything, and then they can kind of move you around. Like let's say you have a hitter that like hurt his leg or something, you can sub on for him, or if there's a passer that's not there, you can sub on for them, vice versa. Because as a short player, it's good to know how to do everything if you want to be a hitter. Because if you just want to be a hitter but you're bad at passing and you're short, it's going to be really hard. Unless you have like a freaking crazy vert, like a 40-inch vert in high school, then I guess you'll sit. But other than that, just practice everything. Even if you're a normal player, or not a normal, even if you aren't getting moved to libero, it's good to practice your passing anyway, because it's a skill in the sport, and I think everyone should know it. Because if your whole team is good at passing, then your whole team is just good in general. Number 3, I picked serving, because I feel like serving is a key thing to know as a high school player, because it's just bam, you kind of need to know how to consistently get it over the net, even if it's like an underhand serve, because you're in high school, unless you're like in tournaments and stuff, then learn how to overhand serve. Getting your serves over the net consistently is probably the best thing you can have as a high school player. And bro, it's gonna help your team out so much. If you have 2 people that are good as a consistent, float or just standing serves or whatever, they can constantly get over the net, you're gonna rack up points because of how consistent you are. Number 4 for me is probably gonna be learning your guys' rotations, and it's such a dumb thing to learn, It took me a while to understand it, but if you learn it earlier on in your school years before you're like, let's say you're gonna go to college and play, if you already know your rotations fully and like off the top of your head, let's say you're getting pushed into like a random tournament or like you're in a random team and they don't know rotations and you have to play proper rotations, it's good to have that one person in that team to know everything about rotations and where everyone has to go and stuff like that. Sorry to stop the advice, but I really appreciate if you guys would like and subscribe to my channel. I really want my content to get out there because some of my friends I play with, I kind of taught how to play and they're really good now, and they always said that my advice I gave them was really good, and that I feel like if I spoke online that maybe other people will also see that as well. And I'm not saying I'm really good at that either, but I just would appreciate if you guys liked, subscribe, maybe even commented if you feel free to. You can always unsubscribe later, but yeah, let's get back to the video. So last but not least, I have two things for this one, but number 5 is gonna be just having fun. You gotta have fun when you're playing a sport. Like if you're not having fun, then why are you playing a sport anyway? When you're having fun, most of your team are, playing good, you're all vibing with each other. And if you're not having fun, then that's just kind of dumb. Then it's just gonna be boring and you're not gonna improve. And the second thing to number 5 is also don't overtrain, because if you overtrain, that's just gonna hurt your body and you're not gonna see much improvement. If you're constantly, overworking yourself, your body's gonna get fatigued, and as much as it's fun, you're gonna hurt yourself a lot. And I know that from my personal experience that my knees are broken, I constantly have calf pain, and that's like the usual, but some of my friends also have shoulder pain from the over swinging and constant just whacking the ball, and it's kind of really fatiguing for them because they want to keep playing as well. So just make sure you guys rest up as well, stretch before you play, even if you're playing during lunchtimes or whatever at school. Stretch, get your body nice and ready, and then have some fun. Hit some bounces, hit some dimes, hit some passes, all that good stuff. And yeah, I guess that concludes this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this different type of video. I really want to get out there, start posting more. Also, I should have another video posted out this week. Not too sure when it will come out, but it's club games. Because last training, we were just standing around talking for 30 minutes. So expect that video to come out sometime this week, hopefully. Thanks for watching this video. As always, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.